angels. Today I want to tell you a very interesting thing that happened to me. Do you notice that as you get older, things come out of the woodwork, things that you never experienced before? You know how when you were younger, you would book a trip, hop on a plane, go on a cruise, go to a club, go to a party, and not think twice about it. It's like you would take chances. But now, as you've gotten older, we think about everything that could possibly go wrong. What if I get lost? What if something happens? And the scariest thing of all this, what if I have a medical emergency while I'm out by myself? If you've been wanting to travel and fear stops you, well, this video might be for you. In my last video, I talked about traveling, going to Florida to visit my grandchildren, to watch my oldest grandson graduate from high school. Well, I didn't make that trip. I got overwhelmed. My blood pressure skyrocketed, had to go to emergency again. And it was just really stress. I was overwhelmed. I was afraid. I just kept thinking, me flying by myself now, it's going to be different. It's going to be scary. What if this happens? What if that happens? And the whole thing that happened before started happening again. And they told me it's not a good idea for me to fly at emergency. They said it's not a good idea to fly. And I wanted to see my grandkids so bad. I wanted to go to my grandson's graduation. And it didn't happen. My trip was canceled. And I did have ticket protection, so I got my money back from my ticket. But I just felt overwhelmed, and I was crying, and I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. I had my bags packed by the door, and I kept looking at them, and maybe that's what scared me. I don't know. Just the whole idea of leaving home, it got me all stressed out. And I know that being afraid to travel as you get older is not a weakness. It's an awareness. As we get older, we become more aware of things that can happen to us because we're in a state of vulnerability at all times. Our health, our mobility maybe, our awareness of things. It's like we know more now than we've ever known before. We've seen so many things, and we've just lived more to be cautious of things. But knowing all those things, a lot of times, all the wisdom, all the awareness we have, it turns into hesitation. It's like we hesitate on every move we make now. I found out traveling gets stressful as you get older. Not because we don't want to go anywhere, but because it just gets more difficult to pack up, to carry your things, to know where you're going. And it's just, everything just feels harder. I even looked at a watermelon yesterday in the store, and it was so big. I just looked at it. I'm like, I can't even carry that. I'm not as strong as I used to be. It used to take me 20 minutes to pack up my bag and be ready to go. Now, I felt like I was packing for a military operation or something. Did I get my medication? Did I have my chargers? Do I have all the information I need for my flight? Am I going to be charged extra for baggage or for my personal items, carry-ons? How far do I have to walk to my gate? What if my back starts hurting? What if my flight gets delayed or canceled? Crowds of people rushing to the gate, and I'm just slow poking around. And somehow I'm supposed to get through that without any stress. Things have changed. As we get older, we don't want to know about stress. We want to know about comfort. We want to have comfort. We want to feel safe. What if I have to go to the bathroom? Those are always concerns. How long will I have to stand in line? And the biggest stress of all is just leaving home. Especially when you become a homebody. I am a homebody now. I love being at home. Home is where my comfort is. Home is where my routine is. My bed is my luxury. Once you step out of your comfort zone, which is my home, you start asking yourself questions, at least one question. Am I going to be able to handle this change in my routine? Am I going to be able to handle this uncomfortable feeling? And I was trying to come up with a solution. I thought maybe if someone was traveling with me, maybe I shouldn't be traveling alone anymore. You know, as we get older, we have to make changes in our lifestyle. And I think that's a change in my lifestyle that I'm going to have to deal with. I don't think I should travel alone. I was so stressed out thinking about flying by myself that I actually got sick. For over 2 years now, I have not gone anywhere by myself, really. When I go shopping, it's with my friend or my son. When I go to my doctor's appointments, my son is taking me. When I go out for entertainment, it's either my brother or my friend, but I'm never going anywhere alone. And so I've just got accustomed to having an extra pair of eyes, an extra pair of hands when I leave home. And I thought about something. I think I'm actually afraid to go out alone. And I realized that. I had to think about it. I said, I think I'm actually afraid to go out alone. And because my health is important to me, I have to keep my stress at bay. And so my conclusion to my travel fear is not flying. It's just being alone in an airport around people I don't know anymore. You know, I can't explain it. But I guess I had a panic attack when I thought about all that, and it shot my blood pressure up. But I want you guys to tell me in the comments, as you've gotten older, what changes have you seen in yourself as far as traveling goes? How do you feel about traveling alone? Let me know what you think. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Baby, I see you.